Hey guys, welcome back to CruiseCasinoMafia.com's YouTube channel. And this is a special request. So this is going to be a quick video. And one of our subscribers and private members said that he was having some great success with this. And it's pretty interesting. It's a simple bet selection. A lot of times people get really complicated, and at the end of the day, you know, Baccarat is a 50-50 chance or close to it, like a coin flip. And the money management is, as I've always said, the most important. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a test with what he wanted me to do, which is we're going to go house way, which means we're going to play the exact same thing that came out prior to our next bet. And if we lose 3 times, we're going to switch to the opposite. Okay? We're going to switch to the opposite. We're going to use a simple money management. We're going to use D'Alembert, which we're just basically going to use a ladder. Okay? So we're going to go up 1 unit on a loss, and we're going to go down 1 unit on a win. So let's go ahead and get this thing started and just see how this goes. And this is a special request, so we're going to give it a shot. So there's player. So we're going to go house way. We're going to do $5 bets. And we're going to do house way, and we're going to go player. And we win. So we're going to continue to go house way for player. And we win. All right? We're up 2 units. House way again. And we lose. That's loss number 1. Loss number 1. But we're still going to go house way. That's banker, but now we're going to add a unit, right? Add a unit. And we win. So we're going to continue to go house way, but we're going to go down a unit to 5. And we go banker. And we lose. So that's loss number 1. We're going to continue to go house way, so that's going to be $10 on player. And we win. We're going to go back 1 unit to player. And we lose. So going house way, that means we're going to go with what just came out. We're going to do banker, and we're going to add a unit. That's 2 units. And we win. All right. So pretty interesting. We're up quite a bit of units. So far, this has worked pretty damn good, right? So we're back to 1 unit. We're still on house way. We're only going to switch from house way after 3 losses in a row, which has not happened yet. So if the 24 if you're happy with that many units, quit, right? That's a lot of units. That's a lot of units. That's like 5 units or close to 5 units. You can quit. But we're not going to quit. We're going to keep testing this thing out. And we're going to go house way, which is banker, back to 1 unit. And we win. We're going to stay with it for 1 unit, banker. And we lost. So now we're going to go up a unit to 2 units on player. And we lost. That's the first time that's happened. So we're going to go to our 3rd bet, 3 units on banker. And we win. So we do not have to switch from house way. So now that was a 3 unit bet. So now we step it down to 2 units on banker. We're going to do it as a slide, right? 1 up, 1 down. So we're at 2 units on banker. And we lose. So we got to go back up to 3 units on player. That was 2 losses. That's 3 losses. So now we're going to switch, right, on the 3rd loss, and we're going to go opposite. So we're going to go player, and we're at 4 units on player. And we lose. So now we're going to go opposite and stay on player for 5 units. And I think we have 1 more before we switch. So now we're going to go $30 on banker. No, opposite of houseway. I'm sorry. We're going to stay on player for 30. Okay, we lost. So now we're going to switch back to houseway for 35 on banker. So we're switching because we had 3 losses. That's 1 loss. That's 35. We're going to stay with houseway for the second bet on player. That's going to be 40. And we win. All right. So we're going to go back down to 35 on player. And we lost. So we got to go back to 40 on banker. And we win. Okay. So we go back to 35 on banker. We're still on houseway. And we win. We drop to 30 on banker. Okay. 25 on banker. We're riding out, and this makes you ride the streaks. There's no doubt about that. Now we're back at 20 on banker. So we're catching the streaks when we're on houseway, obviously, and it's streaking. 20 on houseway banker. And it's a tie. And we're at 15 on banker. And we lost. That's our first loss. 15 on banker. So now we're back to 20 on player. That's our second loss. We're going to go to 25 on banker. And if we lose this one, we got to switch. And we do. So we're going to go to 30, and now we're going to flip it to the opposite of houseway. So we're going to go 30 on banker. All right. So now we're going to go 25 opposite of houseway on player. We're going to go 20 on banker. Okay. 15 on player. Okay, we lost. That's loss number 1, 15. So we're going to go to 20 on player because we're opposite houseway. 15. Oh shoot, 20. I think we're on 20 on player. I think I screwed that up, guys. But you understand we're going up 1 because we lost. So 20 on player. Yep. 25. I think if we lose this one, we've got to switch again. 25 on player. And we win. Okay. So we're still on opposite of houseway. We're at 20 on banker. And we're up, by the way. You see that, right? We're up 43 now. So here's what you can do. You do not have to work your way completely down the ladder. So I want to throw that in here. Okay, I don't know what Steve was doing or what he was taught how to do with this. But sometimes, to keep things conservative, we can keep working our way up and down the ladder. But we're up right now. Look at this. We're up $43 on $5 bets. I'd rather restart. Okay, you don't have to do this. You can keep working D'Alembert. I'm going to restart the engine. So I'm going to go back to $5. And what was the last? The last, that was a player. We're still on opposite house wave. We're going to be betting banker for 5. So we're restarting here. You see? All right. So we're going to stay opposite house wave. We're going to be $5 on player. Okay. You see, you could quit right now. You're up $53 right now using $5 bets. Not so bad, right? Not so bad. So we'll play a little longer. We're going to do $5 opposite house wave, which is banker. Continue going, $5 opposite house wave, which is player. It's a tie. Okay, loss number 1. We're going to go to 2 units, which is $10, and stay opposite house way. Okay, so now we're going to go back down to 5. We're going to go down 1 unit, opposite house way, banker. We lose. We go up the ladder to 2 units, opposite house way, banker. We win. Okay? So we're going to go back down to 1 unit, opposite house way, player. And we win. Look at this. Look how many units you're up right now. On a $5 base bet, you're at $72. If that's not enough of a winning scenario in a matter of 10 minutes, I don't know what you're looking for. So this is working pretty well. Now, what I would say to you is, remember, don't be afraid if you're up to not have to work your way all the way down the ladder back to the original base bet. So like you saw before, if we're at $30, $25, whatever it may be, and you're up, don't be afraid to protect your bankroll and your winnings to restart at the $5 like I did. Okay, so let's do a little bit more, all right? So we're going to do $5 opposite house way, which is banker. We lost. We're going to go to 2 units opposite house way, banker. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Confusing myself. Okay. We're going to go back to 1 unit, player. 1 unit, banker. 1 unit, player. And obviously when you're opposite house way, you're looking for the chops. And we're getting them right now. We are definitely getting them. There you go. Look at all this chopping for the most part. Okay, we're still at our base unit $5. We're going to be on banker. Staying opposite house way, player. Okay, there you go, $100 with $5 betting in about 12 minutes. If that doesn't do it for you, then I don't know what you're looking for. So this is another simple system. Steve wanted us to try this and see how it would work and do a video. And here it is. The only little wrinkle I threw in for the most part was the ability to go back to your base bet when you're up a certain amount of money or when you feel comfortable that you want to restart. Okay? We never had any huge bets. We did lose 3 in a row and we flipped to opposite house way. I think we then flipped back to house way and now we're back on opposite house way. All right? We're at hand 53. If I'm up that many units and I'm playing with $5 units and I'm up $101 and I'm on hand 53, I'm done with this shoe. You understand? I'm done with this shoe. But we'll do it a little more just so you guys understand. So you start with house way, which means you're playing what just came in. So you're looking more for streaks then, right? You're looking for a repeater. And then when you lose 3 in a row, you flip to the other side, opposite of house way. Okay? So we're on house way right now, and we're back at our base bet. So the last thing that came in was player. We're going to bet banker for 5. And we win. We stay with our base unit, flip to the player side. We lose. We're still betting opposite house way, which is player, but now we're at 2 units because we go up 1 unit. And we win. So we're back to our base bet of 1. And we're on banker. And we win. $115 using $5 bets without any stress. So I think you guys get the point, right? Start with house way. Go up 1 unit. At least we're using D'Alembert on this demo. Private members know that there's multiple different structures you can use for money management. But this one has worked perfectly fine too. So you're going up a unit after a loss. You're going down a unit after a win. And when you're up enough, you reset and just reset back to the $5 level. My opinion is I usually try to reset as often as possible, as long as I'm back to kind of where I was at before the losing streak happened. Because when you do that, you're protecting your bankroll and you're protecting yourself from getting into the nosebleed bets. You understand? From getting into the nosebleed bets. Now, in terms of profit targets, private members already know this. I don't play the whole shoe when I'm playing these type of scenarios, this type of structure. Okay? I normally don't. You can do whatever you want, but it's going to be a merry-go-round. You're going to go up 10 units and down 5 units and up 8 units many times. There are times where you're going to have an awesome shoe and the whole shoe plays out great and you're going to win a ton. But there are also going to be shoes when you go up 10 units, 15 units, and by the end of the shoe, you're down to 2 units of profit if you're lucky. Those are shoes that are out there, right? We have no idea what's coming. We only have a system that we play, but we have no idea what's coming. This bet selection works pretty good, right? Because you're flipping from the house way to the not house way, right? So it catches things pretty good. But you can get caught in the riptide back and forth. It didn't happen to us much. We had a really good run here. It's not always going to happen like that. So the moral of the story is, you're playing $5 units and you're up $115. It's your fault if you don't walk away with a profit and lock that profit up. So even if you got to 115 here, maybe you wanted to continue playing. The only way to do that is to set a stop loss at this point, since you're up. Your stop loss can be $100. Your stop loss can be $85, whatever you want it to be. But you need to lock up a profit. You can't take this 115 back down to $10. Because if you do that, you're going to be a sucker just like everybody else in the casino. And that's not the reason you're watching this video. Play it smart. Do the right thing. Here's a really cool bet selection that we showed you. Thank you, Steve, for asking us to do this demo. This works on any even money bet. Baccarat's the best because we don't have zeros, right? But you certainly can play this with any of the even money bets in roulette as long as you understand that your odds are slightly worse. Okay? You can use this in craps on the don't pass or the pass as well. So there's other ways to use this same structure, right? People use this sometimes in blackjack as well. I'm not a blackjack player. The game bores the hell out of me. But there's plenty of people, you can use this for that. But the best game to use it for is right here, Baccarat. We were using $5 chips. You can use 10, 25, 50, $100 chips, as long as you have enough of a bankroll. How much of a bankroll do you need? Go ahead and test it. Test the limits. I'm not going to give you the answers. You need to learn. You need to have the feeling for this. Go ahead and test it. See what the worst case scenario is. Is it a 50 unit bankroll? Maybe. Is it a 100-unit bankroll? Maybe. The bigger the bankroll you have and the lower the starting chip amount, the least stress that you're going to have. Remember that. It's not about, despite what some people will tell you, it's not about making the money with the tiniest bankroll. Because if you're always stressing and there's always a chance you're going to lose another bankroll, what are you really accomplishing? Would you rather have peace of mind and have a 50-unit bankroll for the $5 bets? I mean, a 50 unit or a 100-unit bankroll where you're never in trouble? Or would you rather brag that you only needed 12 units? I'll take the 50-unit bankroll and never have to worry about it. So that's it. Go ahead and practice it. You can tweak it any which way you want, but I think it's a good one. So real simple system. Remember, set low profit targets and you're never going to be upset. Every time you walk away from the table with extra units, that means you're building your bankroll. That's the point. That's the way pro players play. You build your bankroll. We'll see you on the next video. And if you guys want pro player tips and more systems where we go more in depth on this, money management and how to build a bigger bankroll, doing things like this, where then you can use, instead of $5 base bets, you can use $25, $50, $100, $500 base bets. How many units do you think you need for the day if you're playing with a $100 base unit? Or a $250 or a $50? That's what we teach. We'll see you on the next video. Join us over at cruisecasinomafia.com. Become a private member, get a lifetime membership, and use the promo code MAFIA and the number 50. MAFIA and the number 50, and we'll see you on the inside. We've got over 400 systems, private systems, money management concepts, all kinds of stuff, and we're constantly building in new content. We'll see you on the next video. Have a great week.